Anyway, we're going to move on to our segment. So, obviously, we here at Chaos TV are thrilled to be welcoming our resident zoologist, Nicola, and her assortment of creatures and creepy crawlies. That's the part I'm worried about. Back to our screens. I'm sure there's plenty to talk about since we've last seen you, Nick. Thanks for joining us today.
Hello.
I'm backing away from the camera a little bit because I'm waiting to see what you've got, what you're holding. I don't.
You'll be fine.
You say that every time. You say that every time. I've seen you with a tarantula going, oh, you'll be fine. I won't be. I'll be through that glass door. I don't mean opening it. I'm going through it. Owen, you're in my line, by the way. If I'm going that way, I'm going through you. Just so you know, if the cameras go wonky, that's what's happened. I've disappeared. Anyway, good to see you again. What have you been up to with creatures since you've last been on?
Very busy. We've had lots of animal interactions. We've got lots of bookings coming up. And yeah, just doing everything.
Fantastic. So obviously lockdown, fuel crisis, goodness knows what else is coming our way. Not really stopping you. Still flying through everything.
Yes, we still have to provide the service.
Absolutely.
So yeah, we just have to battle through it all.
Makes sense. I'm going to ask you a question now. Where is Steph right this second? Because I've got him in Mixcloud. The messages are just boop, 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 coming through. I'm not even going to bother trying to keep up with them right now. I will read them.
He is downstairs, but he's also on duty if I get bitten or stung during doing this. So that's why he's in close proximity. We've got some very unusual animals coming up today.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, let's move on. I'm intrigued now. So, I know you've qualified as an animal assisted therapy practitioner. Obviously, huge congratulations from everyone here at Chaos. What does that involve? Give us a bit of information.
So basically, it means that I can up what I'm doing. So I can attend more places. I can do more different interactions. I can, just opens a whole lot of avenue for not just me, but also Chip. And also the animals.
Oh, fantastic! I mean, considering how many you've got, I can imagine, like you say, it opens a lot of doors. When you've already got a lot of doors there, that's gonna, that opens up an absolute world of things you can do, which is fantastic. When we last had you on the show, you spoke with us about the work you've been doing in schools. Will you be doing this again now that the term has started?
Yes. So tomorrow I've actually got a really big meeting with Cornwall Care. So with all their care homes around Cornwall to see what we can offer in their care homes.
That's fantastic. What do you sort of plan, or what do you see yourself hoping to do in care homes?
So it's taking the animals so that they can have time with it, but they also can reflect on their childhood and any pets they've had. But also my next step is to do pet bereavement counselling, so that if it brings up all the emotion, the grief, the trauma that's related to that, then I can actually help them process it using either techniques or the animals to basically try and help support them.
That's absolutely lovely. I can imagine how well that will work, because if you don't have a regular assortment of pets, you'll have to bear with me on this, because most people standard sort of animals, cats, dogs, maybe lizard here or there, but for a lot of people, I can imagine a lot more than people realise. There's a lot of other pets out there or animals that would actually trigger different responses from people. Would you say?
Yeah, so we did a care home in St Austell a couple of weeks ago, and one of their things they brought up was rabbits.
Okay.
And guinea pigs. So obviously they would have had them as a young child, grew up with them, and then there's a lady that's in there. She's had to give up her dog so she can be in the care home. So it's all different animals that I'm actually coming up against.
I'm going to ask a question here, and I can imagine a lot of people would guess a cat, a dog, a rabbit. I have a funny feeling tarantulas may be the answer to this one. What's the animals that are the favourite at schools? What do the kids love?
The spiders are quite good, but also snakes.
Oh, okay.
Quite a lot of schools around in the area will not actually have snakes actually attend.
Blimey. Okay, I remember. I can't remember where it was. I think it was Playfest. I remember you had. What was the snake you had there? He kept hiding away in sort of his own body, but I know that
Corn
was getting
snake.
a lot. Yeah, it was a lot of attention. I can't remember what breed he was, but yeah, I know. I remember seeing loads of kids gathered around there, really taking a large interest. I think it's seeing something different as well, isn't it? That spikes people's interest a lot, which I suppose is a great conversation starter in homes and schools as well.
Yes, definitely.
So, have you any favourites that you don't think get enough recognition?
I would say pretty much all the exotics.
Right.
So, right, even down to tortoises, snakes, anything that bearded dragons. That seems to be quite a popular one that people want at the moment. It's just you don't see them very often at all.
Okay, I'm gonna sort of just stop with those questions a bit. I've got to ask, what have you got just out of camera shot there? Because I can see your concentration and you're doing something there, and I'm intrigued.
Yes. So you're talking about condiments earlier.
Yes.
What about vinegar?
Okay, yeah, of course, that's a very good point. Where was vinegar on that list? Yeah, I'm getting the shoulder shrug now. Too late for that, but yes, go on.
So he's attached to my tweezers at the moment. So what about this thing? Ah, he's let go. Hang on, two
Is that?
seconds.
That's all right. Did I see a scorpion? No, what? No, what is that? What is that?
So this is a vinegaroon.
Vinegaroon. Okay, I've never seen. I mean, the closest thing I've ever seen to something like that, I suppose, is a scorpion. But obviously, the tail is not that. What could you tell us about him?
So this actually is non-venomous.
Okay, glad to hear.
It actually's got glands on his back, right by the spike, that actually secrete an acid that is exactly the same as the acid you get in vinegar, which is why he gets his name Vinegarine.
Oh wow. How deadly is that acid in its raw form then? Is it coming out? Could you actually obviously you've got tweezers there, so I'm assuming there's a danger element to this.
It's not very. It's literally just smells like vinegar. There is no actual issues with it, so it won't actually burn you if it touches you. It would just obviously cause irritation mostly.
Flipping out. Okay. Have you, blimey, have you ever had any nasty bites from this chappie, or has he been well behaved so far?
He's been well behaved, so he actually has not got any venom in him.
Okay.
So his only bites that he would get would be his claws on the front.
I've got to ask about that tail. It looks very pointy, but I have a funny feeling it may not be as dangerous as it looks, or maybe it is. I don't know. Can it do anything with that tail?
So basically, it's also called a whip scorpion. So he would use the tail for whipping predator and prey to try and kill it. So there's his claws at the front.
Yeah, I can see them. Blimey. So it can literally whip things hard enough that it just either incapacitates or kills them.
Yes.
That's incredible. Absolute. Oh, that's amazing. How is the rest of the zoo there anyway? Over at Creepy Crawly Mansion, I'm going to call you now.
Yeah, all good. Growing away. We've got some other very unusual animals to show you as well that have never been on here.
Oh wow! Okay, please do. Take your time as well. But I don't want any accidents happening on air. Don't want to have to be calling Steph up.
Right.
Oh, boxes being undone. I'm always worried about boxes being undone. I know what lives in boxes, especially at your place. It's alright, I'm the other side of the camera, I should be fine. Bring out the tarantulas.
No, not quite got that far yet. We are doing something else instead.
Millipedes. Centipedes? Who knows? Scorpion. I think I've known you to have a scorpion or two. Oh, hang on, we're going in.
Should.
Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go, scorpion. Yes, absolutely. Oh, so brilliant.
That is fully grown.
Okay.
So if I move...
Those are some big tweezers. Just going to put it out there. Flipping heck.
Right, that is how big the actual scorpion is. The size of a penny.
Wow, okay, so not quite as big as I think I was expecting, actually. So, obvious question, how dangerous is this one?
Very dangerous. That's why he's got very small pincers.
Right.
Small pincers, and the actual venom bulb on the back of his tail is massive.
Okay.
I would have liked to stand on this. This is what I was on about to Nathan when you were saying about standing on a spider nearly.
Right, okay. And I'm going to assume by the way you're delicately dealing with this one is still fully intact, venomous, the whole lot.
Yes. You can't actually take the venom out of them.
Okay. Oh my goodness me. It is a beautiful looking scorpion. I love almost the translucent look to him. But you wouldn't catch me. Have you got these all in your house? I'm going to have to sort of delay my next visit over there, I think, just for safety. No, I know you have everything tubbed up well, but you're very calm about handling all these. Does it just come from experience?
Yeah, so most of it has come from... You just get it over time. So it will vary with different animals. So the next animal is actually quite fast.
Oh, no.
It's a mixture between a spider, a scorpion, and a crab.
Okay. I don't know who put this together, but yeah, sure, let's have a look. That's sure.
So it looks like a spider, but it's got the scorpion sort of body, and it walks like a crab.
You have to excuse me, I'm just sort of looking at Owen here. He's laughing and grinning at me through the glass. Let's have a look. Okay, so I've just been told no one knows what's coming. So
no, they don't. What animals are coming up is just very small this week. These might be appearing. So
okay, I love it that the guys that are meant to vet everything on this show are just like, no, it'll be fine. Put it on. Great. Thanks for that, guys. Thanks for that, chaps. Go on.
I was told to go for it. Yeah, so I've got their permission.
Oh, yeah, okay. I know why you got their permission, because I'm on the show, and they're like, yeah, it'll be fine. Go on, let's go for it. What have you got for us then?
So we've had the vinegaroo, which is like spider, scorpion sort of thing. Hopefully he will stay on his bark.
What the heck is that? If that thing jumps at the camera, I'm on the floor, just so you know. That is so strange. When did you pick this one up?
It actually came yesterday.
When you said it came yesterday, please tell me it was an ordered thing. Not something you found crawling around outside your house.
Yeah, it just turned up on the doorstep in a box.
Yeah, I'm done with the UK. That's me out. So, what's its name again? What's its proper name?
So this is a tailless whip scorpion. So it actually has only got pincers at the front, but I don't know if he's going to show them off.
I prefer he kept it to himself, to be honest with you. Amazing. So what made you want to bring this chap in? Just generally interested?
Yeah, they're just totally different. Where would you have seen one of these before? They're
My
sort
nightmares.
of like Harry Potter.
In my nightmares is the answer to that. But amazing stuff. So where would these typically live?
So these would live in Africa's, and you probably would get some around Europe, that side of things.
Wow, okay.
They do different sizes. There's about 22 different species of these, so they're quite widespread. What
would you say the largest species would be? What kind of size could they get to?
Average about 22 centimetres.
Average? Oh, no. I am not enjoying this planet we're living on right now. Flipping heck. Well, Nicola, I dread to ask this question. Have you got any more there to show off, or are we done for the Torture Pudge segment of this show?
I could actually be really mean and actually get the spider out that's in this tub.
Honestly, after that, I'm willing to accept that if that's something you'd like to do. Yeah, let's go for it. Why not? My worst nightmares have already been realised. And Nathan's going, the viewers would love to see that. Of course the viewers would, Nathan. The viewers being... I feel when he says the viewers, he means the back office. Oh my goodness me! So the camera's coming in close now. Pretty, very pretty. I love the browns and we're almost into like a reddy brown, or just very slightly. So what is the name of this spider? What's its actual breed?
So this is a Mexican red knee.
Ah,
There we go.
God, look at that. That's quite a big. I mean, that's the size of your hand, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fantastic. How fast can this chappie go if he wanted to?
Quite fast if he was, but yeah, he probably wouldn't. He's had his food this morning, so he's pretty much laid back, absorbing the soup that he's made.
Oh, you know what? I can respect that completely. Understand that. Get some food, have a chill. Nice, lovely job. Absolutely beautiful. How long have you had this one for?
I've had that one about 4 or 5 years.
I wanted to say I recognised him. I wasn't sure because you have so many spiders, but I think that's one of the ones I've seen before, isn't it? From a distance.
Yes, so he was very small when we got him.
Blimey. Do you still keep the shedding? So folks at home, they're going to love this little anecdote, right? So I remember walking into your place. This is a while ago now, a few years. And I remember looking at a shelf just above my head and just seeing tarantula out in the middle of the open. No, it's shedding. But I think Steph would put it there on show, knowing that was going to happen. And Steph, I know you're watching this. I have not forgotten that. And one day, I will have my revenge because I've never had quite such a heart attack before. But it is amazing how they shed. Is this one shed recently or?
No, it's coming up to a shred.
Right.
So
okay.
I would say it's probably about a year ago that it last shredded.
Fantastic. Flipping heck. So he's going to get even bigger then, basically.
Yes, and more brighter as well.
Right, okay, well, we're going to move away now from creepy crawlies. I think I've got through this. All right, thank you for testing me there, Nick. Lovely. There's more than a couple of whispers at the moment of the dreaded C word, and I'm not talking COVID. I'm talking Christmas. I believe you're doing Christmas stockings. How are they coming along?
Very well. We have had to purchase some more stockings because we have run out already.
So are people ordering these? Is that how it works?
Yeah, so there'll be some for sale, but also we're donating some to local rescues.
Wow.
Whether that's cats, dogs, small animals, we're making stockings up. We've also been invited to do a dog Christmas fair so that we can actually sell some stockings to raise more money in order to do more pet poverty stuff.
Oh, that's fantastic. So how many have you putting together so far this year?
We're at 250 so far.
250. 200 how? When did you start these again?
March.
Yeah. You know what? I don't know if that's
starting for next year.
I don't know if March is too early for Christmas or you're just talking late at that. But I guess the amount of work you've got to put in for that quite amount is incredible. Absolutely well done. So. I'm going to come back to critters, because obviously you've got that new crab, spider, scorpion thing for my nightmares there. Where do you find all of these guys? Obviously you can't just go to a normal shop and find them. I know you can go to your exotic sort of pet shop and find your lizards, your tarantulas, some other bits and bobs. But something like the beast that you had there, where do you go to find them?
So some places locally will actually sell them, but they are ordered in. These actually came from a specialist, what they call spider shop. So they only specialise in spiders, scorpions, anything invert side of things.
Right, okay. Fair. Very, very good. One question. I worry about the answer to this one. What is your dream animal to own? Like, what's at the top of your Christmas list?
I don't actually know.
Because I feel like you've owned a lot. Like, big or small, is there any kind of... If you could, if it was allowable, because we know you could easily look after pretty much any animal at this point, but is there anything you would love to have as a pet?
So I regularly get asked about taking birds to with animals, because most people have had birds when they're younger as well. So maybe something like a macaw or an African grey parrot that you train up, you can hand raise it. So that it can also entertain as well. So you can have it flying, you can have it doing tricks, that sort of stuff.
I think that's one of the animals Ellen wants to have as well. That very specifically, was it you say the grey one? Because whenever anyone says it, I'm like, yeah, that's what Ellen likes. What was it?
African grey.
African grey. She mentions them all the time to me, and I feel one day I'm going to have to just accept that's what's going to happen. They can live for quite some time, can't they?
Yeah, and they can destroy houses very quickly.
Oh, goodness me, you're not filling me with confidence here, Nicola. Well, look, thank you so much for coming on, Nick. It's lovely to see you again, as always. I'm doing all right here. Do me a favour, go and rein in Steph. Although he has just put, we will be delivering pet stockings to the pet poverty recipients too. Lovely. But give him a slap round the back of the head or something for me for trying to... He came up with a horrible joke here. Do you want me to tell you it? I'm sure you'll love this.
Go for it.
Apparently you really love breeding caterpillars. So I've been told. Apparently it really gives you butterflies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that, ladies and gentlemen, is the sound of someone who has to deal with these jokes in and out every single day. You know what the best thing is? Owen's chuckling in the gallery over there at this. That's the difference. That's the difference between living with and hearing now and again. I'll leave you go, Nicola. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Lovely to see you again. Are we seeing you next week?
No, I don't think so.
Right. Well, whenever we do see you next. Obviously, we've got your Creature Feature shows on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, whenever I see you next, Nicola, it'd be lovely to see you. Thank you very much. And to Steph, too, for the comedy as well. We'll chat to you again very soon.
Great. Thank you.
Thanks, Nick.
Bye.
Amazing stuff. Well, I've managed to survive. I'm not too scared out my skin yet.